and welcome to the Coaches Care Podcast. Um, my name is Mario Hines. I'm your guest host for today. I'm excited to be here. It's a very special thing we got going on in the state of Michigan. Before we get started, I just want to shout out Branded Printing in Plymouth to get your team wear needs. You see me on the chest looking good. We want to thank Mr. B's in Clarkston where we're sitting right now. Food's delicious, drinks are great. Please visit. So thank you all. Now let's get into it. And while we're here, the first person I want to introduce, as you see on my right, is a man that needs no introduction. But I need to introduce him because I want to. I think it's great. He's a friend of mine, a good person. And while we're here today, give it up for the executive producer of the Coaches Care Podcast, assistant head coach of Brandon High, Lou Adams. What's going on, Lou?
Not much. How you doing, Mario? Glad to have you on, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank
When
you.
I got the invite, Lou, you called me, and I missed your call, and I'm like, oh, my window. But
Nice.
brought it back, so I appreciate it, man. So
No doubt.
let's jump right into it because, like I said, I'm honored to be here. What Coaches Care stands for. 2 weeks ago, we had the great John Garrett on the show to explain Coaches Care as an organization, what it stands for, the mission,
Right.
and I would love to know from you, your mouth, how we got to this point, how that transformed and connects to the Coaches Care podcast.
Well, just basically just seeing what John put together, a bunch of coaches, and trying to highlight coaches and just to better the sport, every sport, not just football. We wanted to better every sport. I saw an opportunity for Coaches Care to start a podcast.
Yeah.
And the podcast came about just riding down to Chicago one day, and it's always been a thought of mine. It's like we need to give kids a platform to be heard.
Yeah.
They don't really have an opportunity to really be heard, right? A lot of people go off of their skill on the field or whatever sport they're playing. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity to start a podcast highlighting, high school athletes. And that's the whole purpose of this, is just to focus on them and give them a platform to, be seen, right? And,
Yeah.
the idea is Coaches Care Podcast is just, we will be going city to city, highlighting athletes in that city. And, not just, like I said, football. We want to get the tennis players out. We want to get the basketball players out. And so, that was the thought of it, just to kind of highlight high school athletes.
That's beautiful, man. When I hear that, especially in this climate, it's necessary, one, because these young men are developing, young women are developing, these young athletes are developing as people, and two, the climate, the sports climate is shifting and changing where that ownership, it needs to be partially in the athlete's hands. Obviously, the younger the athlete, the more guidance, but how are we going to prepare them without a platform? So the Coaches Care podcast provides that. I love that, man. I hear that, and I love that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully this could turn out to something huge. I recall myself, for example, the first time I got a microphone stuck in my face was in college, right? In my freshman season at Oklahoma State. And, it's a lot of pressure, right? So this kind of give kids an opportunity to kind of get comfortable, outside of their sport, talking in front of people on the microphone, and we want them to be relaxed, and that's the whole purpose of this podcast. So, just watching it grow and go from there, I think it's a great experience for a kid.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, and the impact. I'm looking forward to the impact. We're going to see individual impact per athlete, and we're going to start to see regional impact within the state, and I'll be damned if we don't see impact outside the state once we start to really have the voices heard, man, because these young people have something to say, Lou, so I appreciate that, man.
Right.
One thing I want to ask, though, because we're touching the lives of these kids, we have that goal, we have that mission, how can non-student athletes, non-high school student athletes come through and support the Coaches Care podcast, support what we're trying to do?
Well, actually, just come out, be a part of the audience, or they can also follow us on Anchor FM. You go to Anchor FM and type in Coach's Care, or you can follow us on our on Coach's Care on YouTube. Coach's Care podcast on the YouTube channel. So, you know, now I want to reach everybody. So not just right now we also starting to reach out to some non-athletes. I got calls already like, Coach, how can I be on the podcast? I'm already getting those calls, but the idea is just to focus right now on all athletes, right? Because those are the elite athletes in their respective cities. So that's the purpose of this podcast. But I do want to reach out to everybody eventually, every high school kid. If they're doing something that's impacting their community, we will reach you.
That's big. That's big, and we know that sports has an amplifier. Sports is an amplifier, so it makes sense that sports will be the target, and it also makes sense that once that gets flowing, and that whole person that young athlete starts to reach non-athletes, and that will be, when we talk about impact, that will be true impact. Lou, I mean, I'm a football guy. You're a football guy. Like you said, this is not for football guys. But explain to me briefly, because I know you get passionate. Explain to me briefly how your experience with football helps connect why this is going to be successful.
Well, just being the vocal point of your school, right? Being that top athlete at your school, and other athletes talking to other athletes, right? And then I think it's a great tool for for colleges to actually get to know a kid outside of their sport, right?
Come on now.
It's a great opportunity for that reason. Like last 2 weeks ago, we had the two young men from West Bloomfield.
Yeah.
Just getting to know them. I didn't even know that much about Dylan Tatum until, just actually watching him speak and hearing him on our show. And from there, I said, we have something special, right? So I really think this could grow, and eventually, I would love for the kids to talk athlete to athlete.
Man, that would be big. We're doing our job.
Yeah.
We're doing our job if the athletes come in here and can hold their own and talk to one another. I mean, from my perspective, what I hear you saying is the key is just the opportunity. The key is the platform, and the key is going to be our consistency in putting that to work. The wheels are turning, the wheels are spinning. It's an exciting time to be a part of this and to be a part of Coach's Care Podcast. Lou, before I send you on your way so you can enjoy the beautiful food in Mr. B's, any parting words that we have to know coming from you, straight from your mouth?
No, not really. Just if you can, just follow us again at Coach's Care Podcast on the YouTube channel. And if you in your car, go to, the Anchor FM and, or sitting at home, want to listen. If you can't see the show visually, just go to Anchor FM and type in Coach's Care. And, that means a lot because these kids do need a platform.
Yep.
And, we're here to give it to them. And that's the purpose of this. And, I love to actually see it grow, and eventually, hopefully, years from now, we can look back and like, wow, look what we created for the state of Michigan, and look what it grew into.
Yeah, and beyond. I appreciate you, Lou. It's not the Twitter coaching. It's not how to figure out how to line up a tweet. This is real youth development, man. So we appreciate you, Lou, and we'll be back.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Mario, man. Thank you.
And welcome back to the Coach's Care Podcast, where we're sitting in Mr. B's in Clarkston. Speaking of Clarkston, joining us now is Mike DePillo, the starting quarterback of Clarkston High School, class of 2022, one of the top QBs in the great state of Michigan. Jersey number 6 in football, number 4 in basketball. Welcome, my friend. Mike, how you feeling?
Good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Before we get started, 6 or 4, which one is the number that's near and dear to you?
I mean, honestly, I've always wore 2.
So we working.
Yeah.
We gonna work to get 2. When you hit that collegiate level. Let's make sure too. I'll vouch.
Yeah,
I'll vouch.
I tried to get it last year, but always is a small jersey, so I can never fit it.
It's always somebody like me.
Yeah.
I'm only 5'9".
Yeah.
I play the big man's game, so I feel you. I apologize long term. So tell me, Mike, again, highly accomplished young quarterback. How do you feel going into your senior season?
I mean, I'm really confident. I mean, I've been starting as a sophomore, so really it's been getting, like, the game's been getting slower and slower. So, I mean, we got a really good team. We got a good schedule, good competition, so I'm just excited to go out there and play.
Yeah. If you had the number one goal for this season, what would it be?
State championship.
State championship
Yeah.
or bust?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I believe in it. All right, man. So from what I know and what I've seen from Mike, outstanding arm, big body. We're talking about 6'6", exciting time. But you're more than just football, right? You're more than just basketball, right? So we want to learn more about Mike, the person. So we're going to do a quick little speed question round where I'm going to get to learn more about Mike. Y'all going to get to learn more about Mike. And we're going to have some fun. You ready for it?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it, yeah. Just sit up in that chair.
Gotta get ready for this.
No. So as fast as you can, top of your head, don't think too deep.
All right.
Give me 2 words that would describe you and why. Go.
I would say funny. I always just try to keep things light no matter what. If something's getting too serious when it's not supposed to be too serious, I just always try to lighten the mood no matter what. And number 2, I'd probably go humble. Like, I don't really like to talk that much. Like, if you see my Twitter, it's not a whole bunch of like highlights of me working out or anything. I just do my thing and I let my game talk.
That's what's up, man. First of all, I'm getting the funny energy. I'm
Yeah.
feeling that. You actually made me more relaxed, which you being a quarterback, important, intangible. I'm feeling that. And the humility, I got a thing with humility that I'm willing to ask you about. Like, I know it's necessary and I love it. But when you're doing your thing, it's okay to say you're doing your thing. Are you cool with at least like saying, hey, when I'm in the room, I'm in the room?
Yeah, I mean, definitely you gotta have that. Like, you gotta have that mentality. You
Yeah.
gotta carry yourself when the time's right. Or if you're on the field and you're giving the other team business, you gotta let them know that
Gotta let them
you're
know just a
working
little
them.
bit.
So there's definitely a time and a place where you can show yourself off a little bit and get a little cocky.
Thank you. I don't mean to be a bad influence.
No.
Humility is great, but you got to know who you are when you step in the room.
For sure.
All right. Next question, sir. 2 words your teammates will use to describe you and why. We got one here. So he's going to say 2 words.
I would say leader. I mean, I'm always leading my team. I always try to lead my team, put my team first no matter what. And another one, I almost try to go funny again, but like, I just always try to keep practices light too. Like, during offense, I'll take it serious. Or if like a receiver or lineman messes up, I'll get on them, let them know what they did. But when we're just like messing around at practice, that's just some of the best times. You're just with your team, you're just having fun. So that's what I just love to do too.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Tell me more about the leadership, man. What makes you comfortable taking the lead and being a leader? Is it natural?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit natural, and it's a little bit, I've just been up there for so long. I mean, it's just part of being a quarterback too. You just got to have that mentality. You got to be able to lead your team. And if you can't, then you can't really play quarterback, because that's like a main thing you got to be able to do.
Right. No, I feel that. Does that leak over into other parts of your life? Do you feel like you, when you're not on the field, you feel yourself leading people around?
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
That's what's up, man. I will follow you. Not even on not social media. I think I will follow you. I'm learning a lot, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Last one in this realm. 2 words your family will use to describe you.
I would say, like, I don't know, I almost say quiet. They always rip on me for being too quiet, but it's just like I come home from school and practice, and then it's like I'm not going to be like, I'm tired, I'm not trying to like talk a whole lot. I'm just eating dinner, I'm pretty quiet at home, but I would say quiet, and I would say, like, I don't know, hardworking. Mm-hmm. Like, they see a lot behind closed doors of what I'm doing, and it's a lot of just work, so they know what goes on.
They know what goes on. The willingness, like the part that's like you said, you don't post the videos, but you're successful for a reason. So I can appreciate that, man. Thank you for sharing, for opening up a little bit. I appreciate that. What are a couple of your like core values and beliefs that you want to leave? Make sure that the college coaches know, or somebody sitting next to you like me. What are some of your core beliefs and values?
I think like first off, like in sports and athletics, I think the biggest thing is coachable. Like you gotta be coachable because you're not gonna like get better if you can't take criticism. You're not like able to learn and try new things.
Yep.
So I think that's the biggest thing that I try to do in sports. And outside of sports, I just say it's like respect. Just make sure you're respecting your elders no matter what. I mean, you don't have to like someone that much, but you still just have to respect them.
That's real. That's real. Are you a earn respect type or give until it's not earned?
I would say it's a little bit of both. I'd say it depends on the person. Like if it's like a relative or someone like who's older than me, who my parents like respect, and I'm just gonna respect them because that's what that's what my family does. But if it's like someone my age or a friend, you gotta earn their respect still.
That's real. That's real. That's real. Thank you, man. All right, bringing it back. We know now more about Mike DePillo, quarterback, Clarkston High School, more than just a quarterback. But let's say you go off state championship season. What is the highlight music? One song. What's the highlight music of your senior year tape? All your desires and dreams and accomplishments and goals come true. What's that song?
Man, that's such a hard question because I don't know if I do something like that just dropped or like a throwback. But I don't know. I'd probably do something Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Maybe like intro off of Champions. Yeah, that's probably.
Ain't that the damn, it's the one sample.
It's like the
Yeah.
I-
I'm sorry. So that is a classic, and we are not up here saying the name. It's okay. That's a real song.
Yeah.
Again, that's why I would follow Mike down the valley of shadow of death. I would follow Mike. All right. Player, college or pro, any sport that you model or you can say is most similar to your game?
I would say Josh Allen. Just a big body quarterback who can still move too. And I like how he carries himself on and off the field. I really like Josh Allen's game.
Word. Mike Pillow, Josh Allen, we getting one, we getting the other. Before we get out of here, Mike, I appreciate you. This is an amazing thing learning about you, man. Like I said, I'm buying in. I'm buying in, so I see why you were a young starter. Any last words before you get out of here?
Nothing much really. Just Clarkston's. We open up against Davidson at the Big House, 7:30. So be there.
Be there. I'm gonna make it. Hopefully y'all make it.
Yep.
I don't know who you're rooting for, but I like this guy next to me. We'll be right back. We appreciate you, Mike.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you guys.
And welcome back again to Coach's Care Podcast. Keeping it Clarkston. Excited to have Cole Dellinger with us right now, the 2023 offensive lineman, OL only. Means he's very smart guy. Top 50 nationally, top 5 in the state. Excited to have him, honored to have him. I was a little man, he's a big man in a big man's game. Welcome, Cole. How you feel?
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure to have you. I'm excited. You're wearing number 72. You heard me give your quarterback, not grief, but I needed to know more. So 72, how much does it mean to you? Where you at with it? Talk to me.
Honestly, I only picked 72 because my brother was 74.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to be somewhat close to him. It's
Older
not.
brother.
Yeah, my older brother. Yeah.
Dang, okay, so if you lost 72, you're not tripping.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
good.
if you could pick any number, what would it be?
I mean, probably 72 or 74.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Very easy. Very easy. All right. Well, let's get into it. We heard from your quarterback. I love him. I'll follow him. I'm coming to play O-line for Clarkston if I got any eligibility left. For you, what are you looking for your junior year campaign?
I'm just looking for. I just need our offense to perform as good as I think they're going to perform, and my fellow offensive linemen to do as good as what I need them to do.
Got it. So give me a glimpse into your O-linemen as a group, the mindset. How do you feel that they're performing at top level?
I think they'll perform really good. I mean, they all have a similar mindset. They just want to go 100%. They don't want to stop until the whistle's blown.
No, that's how winning offense is played. Are you guys a young group, or you guys feel like junior, seniors like you? What's it looking like?
I'd say we're a pretty young group. Most of the linemen, except for me, will be first year on varsity. So yeah, it's gonna be a young group.
Okay. And you feel any pressure with that, or you think?
No, I still trust them. I think they'll be able to do good.
That's what's up, man. You're selling me. You're selling me. I love it. You look at me in the eye. I love it. Okay. Like we said about Mike, we are here on the Coaches Care podcast because they're more than players, more than athletes. So if you watch the first segment, you know we're about to get into Cole. Real quick, top of the head, don't think too deep, but open your heart for me just a little bit. 2 words that would describe you and why.
Honestly, I think funny and just caring, because like I try to lighten up the situation. If it's kind of down, I want it to be funny.
Yeah.
And then I care for my team, everyone. I want everyone to be doing good.
Word. When you smile, your smile is infectious. Are you funnier than Mike?
Yeah, I'd say so. Definitely.
You think so?
Yeah.
Word. A little turmoil, a little turbulence. Never hurt nobody. Now, talk to me more about the caring thing. What are some examples of how you explore and show that caring side of you?
I think just helping my teammates when they're down. I mean, if they get pancaked, help them up, say it's okay, just do better the next play.
Oh, you're encouragement.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Big up, man. Okay, Cole. Forget all that. How about your teammates? 2 words that your teammates will use to describe you. Again, they're gonna watch and confirm or deny. 2 words.
I think kind of like goofy. And I'm not even sure. I mean, goofy. I'm just goofy on the field. I'm loving it. I just do everything with them.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the goofy. Give me more goofy. Explain to me. Give me a scenario that sticks out of your mind from last year where like the goofiness is
just
exploding.
When we're just like sitting on the sideline, I'm just cracking jokes, just having a good time.
That's what's up, man. We got to mic you up. That's what that tells me. We got to come to game 1, the Clarkston game. We got to mic you up. I need some of these jokes and some of this goofy in real time. You think if we set that up, you'll be down?
Yeah, definitely.
Word. Let's talk to Coach. I don't know. All right. Now, family. 2 words that your family would use to describe you, man.
I'd say probably caring and kind of like, they think I'm like a gentler person. Like deep down, I know I'm not, but they all think I am.
What's wrong with being gentle?
Hey, gentle off the field, not on the field.
Not on the field. There we go. So that great divide. So if your family finds you gentle and you would not do that on the field, what word would you use to describe your character, your mindset on the field?
Kind of like a killer mindset, like just be or be killed. Hit them first.
Kill or be killed. I don't know, Mike's not really paying attention to you, but I would say that he's in good hands if you are kill or be killed mentality. I would appreciate that.
He's in good hands.
He's in good hands. No All-State. Sorry, y'all not paying. No All-State. Okay, core values. So things that you have confidence in, things you believe in, things you trust in. Hit me with some of your core values that get you through day to day, that the people around you feel, something that you want to leave your legacy with. A couple core values.
That working hard, like off camera, is more important than going on camera. It's all that matters. What's behind the camera?
Yeah.
What you do by yourself without someone watching you.
Yeah.
Definitely the most important thing to me.
Word. So a little bit of that humility, because that little clip, that 4-second clip, with the fake sweat bead, that could be water from the water fountain, would never match up to an unfilmed session of getting it in, putting pressure on your teammates, holding each other accountable, the dirty work. I appreciate that. Give me an example of what that looks like in the life of Cole.
I mean, just working out every single day, getting the grind on, not stopping.
Yeah. You don't become a top 5 player in the state by not working out, and not having to do diligence in the character. How does it make you feel when I say something like top 5 in the state, top 50 nationally? Where does that put you? Seriously.
I mean, honestly, it's just rankings. Like, it's not going to stop me from going my hardest. It doesn't really affect me all that much, just for bragging rights.
So nothing that you think about when you're lining up against someone across from you?
Oh, no, definitely. I mean, I think everyone's the same. They're going to get destroyed. So that's all that matters.
Yeah. Them rankings, they help and they matter, but them's for us.
Yeah.
That's for the media folks. Yeah. That's for us. So I hear you loud and clear. Okay, let's turn it back to sports for a little bit. Like I asked Mike, your season goes exactly how you want it to go. Flawless shiny, spotless junior campaign, your O-line, hitting on all cylinders, you're doing your thing. What highlight music is riding on Cole's highlight film?
Definitely Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
You going with classic?
Oh,
with a
yeah,
capital
definitely.
C? Thunderstruck. That's why my voice is a little raspy because of that song.
I love it. I mean,
Awesome.
it's like our warm-up music. It just
Yeah.
gets me so hyped.
That's what's up. Well, another reason why I need to be there. If we are kindred with Thunderstruck, we are closer than we ever could imagine. We just met each other for the first time, and we are now connected via Thunderstruck. Word. So if anybody wants to show love to Cole and create that highlight tape for him, throw Thunderstruck on there. We are not playing. Okay. Player, current, former, college pro that reminds you of you or you model your game after?
My brother, I mean, he plays at
Wow.
LSU. I mean, I model everything after him.
Really?
I look up to him 100%.
What is your brother's name?
Garrett Dellinger.
There we go. Give him love. Talking about my brother. Let everybody know who he is, just in case. We over here in Michigan. That's what's up, man. Why? Talk to me a little bit more about the relationship you have with your brother. This is the fourth time you mentioned them. Family is very important.
Yes.
It sounds like it's a very important thing to you. Talk to me more about the relationship you have with him.
I mean, we both play offensive line. We're both pretty similar. We have the same mentality. We're kind of like the same person.
Really? So
Yeah.
if he walked in here and I was either blindfolded or my contacts came out and y'all started talking, would I say Cole? That's how similar y'all are?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I want to meet him.
Yeah.
Set it up. Set up the text. We'll have him on the show. Set it up. All right, man. Before we get out of here, anything you want to leave us, the audience, before you get out of here, heading into your season in your junior year?
Just be ready for Clarkston. We're here to win.
Here to win, Clarkston. Again, I'm being made a believer. I will be there week 1. I'm excited. We appreciate you, Cole. You are gentle. You are caring. You are funny and goofy. But man, I love you. It's really dope. Thanks for coming on.
Awesome being here.
For sure. We'll be back. Sitting next to Coach's Care organizer,
John Garrett,
John. I know your name, Coach. You about to tell me his name.
Vice President. Great to be on again, 2 weeks in a row. I wanted to give a little shout out to some of our sponsors so far. Branded Printing in Plymouth. They're right now in the works of setting up with our new look backstop, new look table, getting us all geared up. So I want to get Bill and Nanette, Will. Them guys are the best. So if you need any team gear, make sure you get out there. Mr. B's Pub here in Clarkston. Been around here for years. Love it. These guys are great. Appreciate them. And for the guys that had us out 2 weeks ago, Library Pub in West Bloomfield. We'll be coming to your town soon. So if you want us to visit your town, you can contact me. Email me at john@coachescare.coach. And we'll get you on the list. We want to go everywhere. We want to be everything. So I want to give you a little list of upcoming stuff that's happening for Coach's Care here. August 21st. This is just for you coaches, too. Coaches of all sports. Keep that date open. August 21st at the Livonia Cigar Bar in Northville. That's at 8 Mile Road in Haggerty, right off of 275. We are having... the fall kickoff event for all coaches. What we're going to do is have a little cigar, maybe a drink or two, relax before the grind of the seasons begin. Get together and have a little fellowship, the union of us coaches together. It doesn't happen too often, and we need to do it more. The other thing is, hey, we're gaining momentum. We're getting more and more coaches together on this. Hey, we're mobilizing. Things are coming to change, and I love it. Coaches belong together here. Every sport is welcome to our cigar event. Remember that. I want the basketball coaches. I want the softball coaches. I want the baseball coaches. I want the golf coaches. I want the soccer. I feel bad for the soccer coaches. Come fall, they get kicked off our field. I want them there so I can apologize for them. Come on out there. It's the 21st, August 21st, at the Livonia Cigar Bar, 8 Mile Road, and 275 at Haggerty. Come on out, and if you're from far enough away, my boys from Muskegon, my boys from Bay City, they're coming down. They're going to be staying at the Sheridan Hotel there in Novi. They're going to spend the night because we're going to have such a good time down there. So come on down. The fellowship is together, and we're bringing it together. Thanks, Mario.
Of course. Now we keep talking community. We want to bring young athletes, young student athletes, platform, another opportunity for fellowship, coaches, making this a real thing. And when Coach Garrett talks about mobilizing, I can feel it. The energy is real. The energy is out here. We hope to see you there. Please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact Coach Garrett. You can always locate the Coaches Care Twitter on social media. You can look up anchor.fm and search Coaches Care Michigan. Get involved, learn about it. It's not going anywhere, and it's something that's going to be beneficial.
We also got Coaches Care Facebook, Coaches Care Michigan, and our brand new Coaches Care Podcast Twitter account. Just open that up, so we want to get that thing blown up. So let's get as many followers on there as we can. We want you following us. Let's go. Get on there.
Yep, I'm hitting that follow button as soon as we get off air. Man, I appreciate it. It's been a great time. This has been the Coaches Care Podcast for this week. Again, thank you to Branded Printing out in Plymouth. Thank you to Mr. B's out here in Clarkston. Have shown us nothing but love. Feels good, man. I don't come around Clarkston a long time, but I feel like home, so I appreciate it. Thank you to the two young fellas from Clarkston High School, Cole and Michael. Please support them. These young men pioneering. And thank you to everybody involved in making today's show great. We will see y'all in 2 weeks. Take care, y'all.
See you.